This is episode 4 on mistakes. Season 1, episode 4. There's only going to be 5 episodes of this season, so let's get into it. The Kid Who Would Be King is a movie that came out earlier this year in 2019. I watched this movie at school. It's kind of enjoyable. It's rated PG. Anyways, Common Sense Media gave it a 10+. So it's Goonies meet Lord of the Rings in fun but sometimes scary adventure. So, how I'm going to do it is the film is not, in parents' area says 10 and up, so if it's not 11 or even 9, I'm going to have to read it. So, or if it's just like 1 star, I don't see why it's bad. 10 and up, that's fine. They say good movie, too intense for younger kids. 10 and up, much scarier than I anticipated. 14 and up, rating too soft, violent, and sexual for a young crowd. I went with my barely 9-year-old son, who was covering his own eyes because he was so frightened, and he covered his eyes against the sight of Morgana. Can't remember if that's her name, but she's the villain of the show. A movie's not a show. A movie's not a show. A show is a show. It's a TV show. And at a certain point, she appears underground, tied to her roots of the tree, which are the same color of her skin. My son was shocked and said, "She's naked." Naked. That's when we walked out. Technically, she wasn't, but if you don't want that almost naked image of a fully formed woman floating around in your little kid's mind, don't bother going. Add to that sheer terror, the music, and violence. It was probably a good show. It's probably a good show. Parents, not kids. Shame on the people who rated this show. The movie. Oh my god. What's ages 12 and up? All right, we got into this. This is much scarier than I was expected with the PG rating. My almost 10-year-old was very scared. My 11-year-old was pretty scared too. The kids are chased each night by a Skeletor demon, and Morgana, the evil sister King Arthur, turns into a creepy demon dragon they have to fight. The morals and stories are good, but it's just too scary for a PG rating, in my opinion. Aiden up, fantastic. Okay, I had to do this one. The Kid Who Would Be King is a fantastic movie filled with virtuous lessons. Don't lie, no matter what. Do what's right. Stand up for others. Don't be a bully. Don't give up. All lessons that kids and adults should need a constant reminder of. I particularly love how Alex's mom apologized for lying to him because she felt she was protecting him by lying. Lessons learned: parents make mistakes, and they shouldn't lie to their kids. Not only does it not protect their kids, but it harms the parent-child relationship by destroying the kid's trust in the parent. Ends up hurting them. I found this movie to be an absolutely fantastic. As with all magical quests, there's always going to be a battle, and there's violence. No more than, say, an adventure movie. Ages 16 and up. Not for kids, but for teens. Morgana, who is the villain, is shown with roots and without clothes. You can see the roots are formed to her body, and they barely cover anything. Merlin is shown in the beginning without clothes, but is barely covered by fog. One kid named Betters used magic to duplicate money to push coin machine. They basically stole money to buy armor with it. Nobody dies in the story, and there's no real true emotional connection between characters. There was, however, a connection between the main character's mom. And that is about all I saw in the movie. There's no consequences for the kid going to war with demons, and somehow everyone lives. This is what is called everyone gets a trophy mentality, and no one really loses. There's a lot of swearing, and he uses of God's name in vain. To conclude, the story was okay, but lacked any depth, and it could have. My 7 up, my girls 6 and 9 loved it. I was hesitant to take my girls 9 and almost 7 see after reading to see this after reading the reviews, but I'm glad I did. They both declared that they loved it. The younger one held my hand during the scary scene, but she's never truly frightened. If your kids were okay with Harry Potter films, they'll probably be okay with this film. It's a fun hero's quest with the positive message. 18 plus. 18, oh my god. It attempts to introduce precocious and offensive material to young children. The motion picture is the adaptation of the children's classic Sword and Stone, contributes to modern Italian ideology. What? This form of government is practiced in countries such as North Korea and Syria. What? What are you talking about? Young children should not be exposed to ideas such as dictatorships at such a young age. These forms of government are known for harsh laws that contract the basic human rights laid out in the Bill of Rights. This person doesn't understand that this is a monarchy, idiot. We cannot let this new generation experience the horrors of these vile governments. By not taking your child to this motion picture, you protect the integrity of this. Wow. So don't take your kids to this movie, or unless you want America to end like North Korea. What? That's stupid. And they said criticism is bad. Like, there's a few things. I get violence and sexiness for certain people. I get sexy stuff for sure. Language, wine, drugs, drinking, smoking. I get that. But criticism is bad, man. All right. Let's talk about this one. This is 9 and up. We're fine. Great movie, but know your child before viewing. Definitely, but know your child before viewing. Yes, definitely. Alrighty. Ages 8 and up. Family fun. This is an update of the Australian legend, featuring a group of 12 to 14-year-olds who go on the west and fights the wicked Morgana and her knights, her army of fiery knights, thankfully free of any adult innuendo, but it has enough action. CGI dialogue has to keep growing up and teens interested. However, the battles are violent, and parts of it are originally scary monsters, and for that reason, not suitable for under 5. Under 5s, yet you gave it 8 and up. Idiot. Oh god. 8 and up. Classic Hollywood view of the father. Hollywood has a horrible knack for casting the father either as a buffoon or absent, and the kid who would be king the father is an absent drunk. Classic Hollywood narrative, which brings down an otherwise pretty good movie. Oh my god, that's stupid. That's it up. Great movie for families without very young children. Definitely. Exciting movie. Family movie. My 2 boys, ages 11 and 9, really enjoyed this movie. The seriousness factors are on pace for most animated Disney movies from the 90s, i.e. Aladdin, Hercules, etc. I'm amazed that other viewers reported kids crying and getting upset. Guess some kids are a bit sensitive. My boys like the exciting battle scenes, and generally the theme of the movie. As an adult, it was an entertaining show. Had some influence Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings series. I would recommend to all. Ages 9 and up, exciting, fun, and diverse. My kids loved it. Ages 10 and up, exciting and fun, but not for younger kids. Ages, oh god, it's just youngest one. Ages 6 and up, a mix of game of... Whoa. Oh, what in the world? I get Lord of the Rings, but I don't understand Game of Thrones. What's with the Game of Thrones? and Goonies, but for kids. Brought my 7 and I don't get amp and 4-year-olds, and he loved it. It's a little scary sometimes for my eldest over the 4-year-old head, but the creepy parts don't last too long. The action picks up. There is violence. The message movies are so strong and such great lessons for kids. Tell the truth. Stick up for others. Make your enemies your friends. Be loyal. We really loved it. Ages 10 and up. Like the classic 80 kids adventure flick. 10 and up, awesome movie. 9 and up, honor, teamwork, and selflessness. 9 and up, super fun but scarier than expected. Moving on to our last page. 11 and up, wonderful family movie. 5 and up, slightly overall but fun film. Then an overextended representation of the Brexit. Okay. So this movie has been compared to North Korea. North Korea has been compared to freaking what? Game of Thrones, and now it's being compared to Brexit. Britain, but the kids will enjoy it. Has some good messages without bullying, etc., without being over simplistic. It's a bit like an extended Doctor Who episode, really, but a little less scary for the little ones. Oh, that's actually a good one. 9 and up, no. 9 and up, my brother's favorite movie on his birth. Alrighty, then, age 7 up doesn't give. Ages 10 and up, action and adventure, humor without any adult themes. Ages 17 and up. Good children's adventure. If you like this movie, you'll love the books. The Midwinter Child, The Sleeper in the Sea, and Tim the Queen. About a modern boy called Alex who inherits Merlin has to awaken Merlin from his 1500 year enchanted sleep. All available on Kindle. What? Great movie. Enjoy this movie and the message provided. Ages 17 and up. Inappropriate images of the female body. Oh, okay. When Morgana is awakened, she's naked under a bunch of vines. Too much is shown. I need to find a picture. Just put it. But I'm gonna put a picture of her in film at the end of this to show what she looks like. I'm surprised this movie was given too much is shown. I'm surprised this movie is given a PG rating. My daughter and I left the theater before the movie was even half over. Waste of money. Very disappointing. Ages 2 and up. Kid friendly. This movie is kid friendly. Ages 7 and up, a little scary. Ages 11 and up, more scary than expected. Ages 7 and up, amazing. Watch all together. And all my kids loved it, especially my 14-year-old daughter. It sends off many positive messages and definitely would recommend. My 7-year-old son really enjoyed it very much, however, was sadly afraid at some moments. Ages 12 and up, don't understand. Why don't they understand? A calendar belongs to the book. Oh, what? Oh my god, this is a long thing. Oh my god, this is long. Oh, okay. Film-wise, Steel Monsters lost his touch. Gone are the most simple golden times when Hollywood modern blockbusters were unrealistic, unforgivable film features down by a young man with no appetite for the future who, unaware, achieved a life or death legacy. We have gone from ageless classics such as Camelot by Josh Logan, Mighty Python, and The Holy Grail by Terry Gilliam and Terry Jones, Excalibur by John Bortman, to insufferable reimaginations and lifeless adaptations such as Stuart Gillard's Avalon High, Michael Bay's Transformers: The Last Night, Guy Ritchie's He authored Legend of the Sword. I thought that was pretty good. And even orders Roadhouse, Robin Hood. Wait a second. Robin Hood. This is Kino, not Robin Hood. What are you doing here? Which features many of the ingredients that made Ritchie Films what it is. It doesn't. Exactly in the middle of these two categories lies the latest effort as writer and director Joe Cornish and releasing timeless legends within a world of smartphones, homework, bullying, and chicken wings. Okay. While simultaneously trying to condense a family adventure a la the Spielberg, a Disney Channel film, and subtle anti-Brexit commentary. Where are people getting this Brexit stuff from? Of course, not everything works out. First and foremost, a kid who would be keen means an inevitable improvement over shameful adaptations Hollywood had insisted on producing. 20th Century Fox delightfully British new take is likely to be far from covering its production and advertising costs. But quality lies, it does redeem and save authors from any applicant on a worst of the year list. The face of failure flops from studios like Warner Bros. And Paramount. After the reckless 2011 hybrid between sci-fi, comedy, and horror, years that has directorial debate, man, this person does not like Joe Cornish. Joe Cornish jumped from Playground to the most 80s of fantasy, which is called Amblin. It opens with a dedicated, gorgeously animated introduction to give some context about what sort of film we're about to see. Enjoy and suffer in equal parts. Characters introduced undeniably charismatics and employed a half an hour of its endless runtime about to set up a solid bond between the audience and their problems. Just like Spielberg, Cornish almost completely restricts parents' prominence, using them uniquely as dramatic supporting vehicles. For this reason, Alex, played by Louis Ashbourne Circus, son of the motion capture pioneer Andy Serkis, his bestie Betters, portrayed by Dean Kuru, and bullies Kay and Lance by Rihanna Doris and Tom Taylor, respectively, are the story's eyes. Each one of them does a great job portraying roles, but Serkis, with his tenderness and unbelievable drama range, makes short-paced short film compelling. But it comes to Gemini performances, arguments, and hypnotizing and elaborate hand gestures steal the show. His young Merlin travels with a fierce comedical load, mixed fish out of the water, human, and most hilarious slapstick to bring an interesting pace, at least until at least half the second act. It's huge surprise that stars Patrick Stewart and Rebecca Ferguson are here, standing up for the project. The former with quite short yet media appearances, adult Merlin, and the latter is Morgana, a female villain, even though Ferguson tried her best to deliver a credible, menacing antagonist with the script line and make sure it looked like a one-dimensional cartoon figure that looks like to take over the world. You know what? I'm not going to read this all, but I'm just going to read probably last in it, so. Excuse me. Those who grew up the splendor of the 80s and 90s would certainly be willing to carry along with by the homages and Easter eggs of the last century. For starters, the parallelism with films such as The Man Who Would Be King. However, those who, like me, belong to the new millennium will have a hard time trying to connect and stay connected for an idea for more than a quarter of an hour. Ages 10 and up, okay, but not special. Ages 7 and up. Nice alternate to, oh my god, I'm not reading that either. Alright, hey, I'm gonna end this video on a note of hey, guess what? This is what Rebecca Ferguson's character looks like in the movie. Give me a minute. Alright, that's Rebecca Ferguson's character in Get Who Would Be King. It's not really showing off much. Pretty much what it shows her face. a little bit of her legs, her hands, of course. While it's mostly her bodily figure is covered up. They said she was in a dragon form. To be fair, her dragon form is kind of creepy. If you can find it. No. Dragon. Here it is. No. Can't use an official poster. Anyways, the dragon is actually kind of creepy. If I can... Where is it? No, not Mission Impossible. No one cares. I love it, but no. I like the Goopy King. Anyways, that was her character looks like in a better picture, actually. Oh, opinion, it's not that bad. It's a little showy, but it's not really that bad. That's her later on in the movie. At some point, I don't know. Anyways, that's her later on in the movie. And hope you enjoyed today's video. That was a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. A stupid video was like 2 pages. Anyways, it's good. Come back for next episode. Comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.